Hey guys,
What up,
what's up?
guys?
What's up? It's Modest Phillips and Dominique. Y'all guys, we really been like wanting to do this conversation because everyone we really been wanting to do, but this one especially because I know I've struggled with this, and I know that a lot of people struggle with this. So this, like every other topic, this will be us brushing across the topic that we'd just be opening up the floodgates for. So this one is for procrastination. So we're just going to get in some of the a few experiences that we had with procrastination and some of the basic concepts around procrastination.
Right.
A lot of you guys know what procrastination is. It's typically, in the layman terms, is where you knowing you need to get certain things done, or you know you need to prioritize certain things, but you allow things to distract you in order for you allow things to take your focus and your energy away. A lot of people think it's just focus, but procrastination is energy and focus. You allow things to take your energy and focus away from tasks that you got set forward, that you set for yourself, or that you had delegated to you by a team or something like that.
Right.
So that's what procrastination actually is. It isn't just you procrastinating to do a task, but it can be, like I said, energy also that you could be procrastinating with.
Right. And what he means by that, you guys, is to kind of break down to you guys what he means by the energy of procrastination is you guys could be waiting for something good to happen versus just doing good all the time.
Yes.
And just always being on your toes to basically not being on your toes in a bad way, but basically knowing what's going to go on in your day, in your life. You know, you want to prevent a bunch of negativity from going on, and that's why I'm saying to what he was saying is procrastination can start to have a negative effect on you if you don't continue to push forward and find an actual meaning behind what you're doing, because you can easily fall off. It's really hard to stay consistent, and very easy to fall off. Because if we're not staying consistent, then it's basically that's another form of being procrastination, is not being consistent. You want to stay consistent. You want to be consistent. You want to stay.
You want to be consistent.
Mm-hmm. It's really.
Hold on 1 second, guys. We're just trying to get these other stuff set up. Give me 2 seconds. I was just trying something new. All right, my bad about that, guys. I was just trying something new. I was trying to get this other phone rolling, but it's all good. Yeah, but finish what you were saying about.
So basically, like I said, if you're procrastinating and you're not being able to get your things done throughout the day, but you're continuing to do other things throughout your day, your priorities are not the way it's supposed to be. We all stick stuff that we think is more important in front of stuff that actually needs to get done, and that's why we can't get to that next level. How are we ever gonna get to that next level if we're sticking all these little things that in front of video games and going out all the time and hanging out with friends and drinking and going out and partying? And how are we supposed to get stuff done if that's all we're ever putting in front of the actual stuff that matters, studying, watching your mentor, getting personal development in, exercising, making sure you're eating right. We put all that stuff on the back burner for whatever reason. I haven't quite figured out why we put it on the back burner.
It's easier, and we're used to it.
Right. That's obviously that's obviously a good way to look at it. But I mean, actual psychology behind why we procrastinate so much.
Yeah.
But once I figure that out, you guys, I'm gonna share it, and I'm gonna make sure I educate you guys on it, because there's much more behind why we procrastinate as human beings.
Right.
It's not because we're just lazy, or it's not that we're lazy. My mentor said earlier, I was actually listening to him, and he actually said earlier that he doesn't believe in procrastination. He doesn't even think that's real. He believes that we just, like I said, put other things in front of priorities. And he basically was like, if I told you right now to calm down and I have $10,000 for you, what are you going to do?
You're gonna figure out how to get your ass
down there and get that 10 grand.
But
if he's like, hey, I have a show, come down to this show, you know, come check it out, you're probably more than likely not going to show up. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to show up.
Right.
But somebody throws a little bit of money or throws a little bit of benefit in there, you're going to be there to your benefit.
Yep.
And that's what we're meaning by that. You're procrastinating on your dreams. You're procrastinating on yourself. You're procrastinating on your spouse. It's not just you. Like, you have to look around you and see who you interact with every single day, because that's who you're procrastinating on.
Right.
Like, if you have a business partner out there right now and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're now procrastinating on your business partner.
Yep.
You no longer took the focus off of yourself, and you are now procrastinating on the person that you promised and you told that you were going to do A, B, and C, but now you can't even show up to A. So how are you going to get B and C done?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so with procrastination, it's like such a unique thing because, like she said, like, we don't even believe that procrastination exists. Like, all it is the reason why we don't believe procrastination exists, because I'm going to go more in detail than that, because people be like, well, it does exist. Like, people talk about it.
Yeah.
The reason why we don't believe procrastination exists is because if you look at anybody, even if you look at yourself, everybody finds time to do the shit that they want to do.
100%.
Like, if you got a show you need to watch, you got somebody you need to link up, birthday party, get together, like, whatever this stuff might be, new game, Black Friday, shopping, sale, whatever it might be, you find time to go get that stuff done. I don't want to hear anything about nobody talking about no time excuse. That is all bull crap, man.
Right.
That's all bull crap. You have time. You just don't want to make sacrifices.
That's what it comes down to.
That's what it is.
Like, that's what it really comes down to.
You can't do everything.
Right. Is what are you going to sacrifice to be successful? Once you can ask yourself that and be truthful and really dig deep and figure out what you can sacrifice and what you could put on your back burner to put other stuff forward, until you can figure that out and get your real answer, you won't get real results. You'll continue to get fraud results. Which we mean by fraud results is you'll just get stuff to keep you content and keep you afloat. But that isn't real success. Being content and being afloat isn't real success. Being real success is having pure happiness, being able to go out every day and you know, get what you deserve. Get what you know, not oh, I deserve this because I, you know, put this in, you know, like, if you don't put the time into it, you don't deserve it. Point blank, period. So you need to stop procrastinating, put the time into it, put the effort into it, put your heart and soul into something. If you can't find that something to put your heart and soul into, you're gonna forever, just like I said, continue to put it on the back burner. You're never gonna be able to move forward. You're never gonna find true happiness. You will never be able to, like, extend yourself to others. Nobody will ever want to extend themselves to you as well. You know, it comes in different forms. Like he said on our last video, you know, you have to deposit and you have to make withdrawals. It has to be an equal, you know, balance between them. You can't just expect something and not put work in return. Like, you got to stop procrastinating. You got to put the work in. You got to put the time in.
Yeah. So, one of the key things I can give you guys to help you if you feel like you're dealing with a problem or procrastination, one of the things that helps with, usually people who feel like or think that they have a problem with procrastination, where really the problem is that you're a highly impulsive person. Like, you tend to put a lot on your plate and you tend to extend yourself. Like, you tend to extend yourself a lot. Meaning, like, not being able to say no to people, or not knowing how to say no and letting your no mean no. And so every time somebody asks you something, every time you can feel like you can be available to be there for somebody or something, then you do that. So it eventually ends up extending you so far. So you kind of think you're procrastinating, but like I said, we have time to do a lot of the things that we want to do, but the problem is we only can do so many things in a day. We all get
Right.
24 hours in a day. So when we prioritize, that's about us being like, in this day, in this 24 hours that I have, between the things that I do, what is going to be the most important and what is going to get me closer to my goal. If you know that you're trying to lose weight, then you know that it's detrimental that you watching the calories that you're intaking, that you're doing the certain amount of exercises that you need to be taking,
Right,
and that you're
right.
mentally keeping yourself fast forward for what you're trying to reach as your end goal, which is to get more healthier and to be able to lose weight. It's so important to be able to recognize what you're actually aiming for, and that's how do you prevent procrastination. Because like me, simple, we have a company that we're building, and we know specifically the areas that we want to deliver services for with our company. So it makes it easy for us to get mentors, to get books, to get trainings, courses, to practice things, to get skills and experiences in certain areas, because we know those specific areas is going to help us in our life as far as getting towards what we want to build and be able to give to the world, as far as mentally, spiritually, financially, health wise, like all of those things. Like, we don't have a ton of different people that we work with and listen to. We have specific people. I know I lack certain things in my life. I grew up in a one-parent home. I never had a father in my life to teach me how to be the man and to actually make a man and being a real father actually be sexy. So I have to go get that from other people, and I have to rely on being able to get that from God.
Right,
So
right.
now what I'm doing is following people and being able to get all the pieces that I was missing and that I didn't get to experience, so I can adopt what I really know that I need and be able to help other people get that same thing. So I don't believe in I don't believe we procrastinate. What I believe we do is we have our priorities mixed up.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah, that's basically how our mentor put it is we have our priorities all the way messed up. We will blame our kids till we can turn blue. That reason why we're not being successful.
Yeah.
We can literally say it's our kids, it's our environment, it's our spouse, it's this, it's that. Like, those are all excuses, you guys. Like, we've said them, we've heard them, we've yet to see anybody successful saying them. So we got to stop using those
We used them
excuses.
before,
We
man.
have to stop using them excuses, because everybody that I see successful and everybody that actually makes it doesn't say those type of things and doesn't believe in those type of things. Their kids make them better. They teach them every day. Oh, you come across hard times. There's some things that you just can't do with your kids, or that you can't do around your spouse, or you can't do this or that. But it's like you make adjustments.
Yep.
And if you make adjustments, that causes you from being that person who procrastinates and being that person who continues to fall under a category of not being able to get things done.
Yep.
We all want to get things done, and we all want to get things done in a manner of time or perfect. But like our mentor said, if it doesn't need to be perfect, as long as it gets done, it gets done.
That's what we live by. And that's what we
It
live
does
by.
not need to be perfect. It does not need to be top of the line. You'll get there. Trust me. Like, these videos we're doing right now, they're not top of the line videos, but we're getting our point across, and we're able to help people. And that's what's important, is the message you send out
It's what's
is what's important.
Yep.
So as long as you continue to go hard in what you do and love what you do and show people and continue to show up every single day for
You'll get there.
You'll get there. Just don't procrastinate. Don't stop letting other little things get in the way. Stop letting the little hate comments or the things non-support of your family. We let a lot of those little things get in our way, don't we?
Yeah.
The support. I know that you didn't have very much support from your family of this lifestyle and dreams you wanted to live, but that didn't stop you.
No.
It doesn't stop somebody from living their life and their dreams and their goals. But some people I know will. Yeah, we watched it. I've watched it, and like, that's one of the things that I'm so passionate about, is helping people
get through that type of stuff. Like,
Because you've been through it.
nobody's trying to make nobody an enemy or trying to be victimized or have pity parties or anything.
No.
But the reality of the situation is, it's like come on, bro. Like, if you ain't lifting no weight, you ain't carrying no weight at my table. You ain't carrying no weight at my table. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it just doesn't matter. Like, your opinion doesn't matter. You could be my mom. You could be whoever. Like, we have a table that we're building. Like, we're building a legacy for our people. We're building a legacy to be able to help other people. And at the end of the day, your opinions about what you think traditionally should be done means nothing. It's doing nothing for nobody.
Yeah.
Period. When stuff happen, when epidemics happen, when people need help, when people need energy, when people need finances, when people need that stuff, you can't give it to them because all you could do is offer a goddamn opinion. And none of that matters. It does nothing for anybody. It can't help nobody elevate their household to the next level. It can't help nobody elevate their relationship to the next level. It can't help nobody elevate their business to the next level. Your opinions can't help nobody do anything. Anything. Right. Unless you have experience behind them and you know what the fuck you're doing. Right. And we're grown enough to know between if we've been grinding and working, if we're in a position to be a mentor and be able to help people, or if we just been some of those people who've been out here running their mouth. I don't feel sorry for nobody. I don't sugarcoat anything. I know a lot of people might not like some of the things I might post or say some of the times, but at the end of the day, it's what I believe. Yeah. It's what I build my foundation off of. Yeah. So it's not based off of because of my cousin from Indiana say, oh, bro, I don't really believe. Oh, okay, cool, brother. I respect your opinion, but that's that. It's not finna make me be able to change what I'm doing because, like,
it's not gonna make you go backwards.
Yeah, when it go backwards, when you going through your times, everybody I've seen, I've been locked up in prison before. I've been through hard times before. I've seen multiple people be in situations to where they only had themselves to rely on. I've heard the stories about people taking care of people, spent tens and fifteens of thousands of dollars. I'm from Michigan. I've been in Detroit. I've been in Grand Rapids. I've been in Chicago. I've been in New York. So I've seen the dope boys, you get what I'm saying, making tons of money and taking care of people, doing for people, spending tons of money on people, this girl, that guy. And then when they sitting there in that jail cell, I'm looking at people who my age got 20 years, 15 years, 25 years, and they have nobody. Only thing they can sit there and do is cry at night because they have nobody. They can't pick up the phone and call nobody because they got to put money on the books for them to be able to call you. Ain't nobody writing no letters to them. And they did everything. They always believed in this so-called loyalty, man. They procrastinated what they knew what they really should be doing. Like, I knew that I shouldn't have been out there doing some of the things that I've been doing, but I was just moving along with my environment. I knew I should have been taking my butt to school and taking my butt and getting around certain people. Certain people did expose me to business classes and certain people like that. So that's why we don't believe in procrastination, man. You got to step it up.
Yeah.
You got to step it up.
Yeah. Like, for all you guys, like, you know, we procrastinated on a lot of stuff, you know, and that's why, you know, we're just now being able to, you know, really help you guys, you know, like we, you know, we believe that procrastination can be either real or fake. You can either make it your reality, or it could be something that's fake to you. Like us, in our world, it's fake. If you procrastinate, it's because it's on you procrastinating. It's not because anybody came to you and told you that you had to stop doing what you're doing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's strictly you and your mindset and the way you're thinking, and you think everybody's out to get you and attack you. And it's not like that.
Victimizing.
Like, a lot of people I see quit and give up, and that could be a form of procrastination because you end up going right back to that same thing, but because of you getting, you know, down on yourself because you can't do it as quick as other people succeed.
Why are you stalling your success?
You know, like,
why are you repelling your success? Why are you repelling your blessings?
Right. And we look at other people's success and want the same for ourselves, but we got to start putting our own success on ourselves versus looking at other people and how they're succeeding. Like, we got to put standards on ourselves.
Preaching, y'all hear that, man?
Stop putting their standards on yourself. You got to find standards for yourself.
Your own values, your own principles. That's what you build your foundation off of.
100%.
And that's why we titled this procrastination, because we know a lot of people, they know they hear the standard definition of procrastination like, oh, I had to do something. I wanted to get this done by 5, but I just did this instead. That's only 25% of procrastination. Procrastination is mentally.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? It's deeper than just
it's
that.
deep.
It's mentally while you're repelling your success. Like, at the end of the day, it's like we could be doing something, like we're doing something, like I'm doing something that I know requires a certain amount of guidance. And why would I
tough skin.
And tough skin.
You gotta have tough skin for this
Why
thing.
would I put that off because I have an ego, because I think that I can do it on my own, when I know that there's people out there who put themselves in a position to be able to help people like me. So I can put myself in a position to help other people.
Yeah.
Like, stop trying to cheat the process. It just doesn't work. You're not procrastinating. You're hurting yourself. And what you're doing is you're not prioritizing right. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, your priorities are all over the place.
Because procrastination,
like you said, you're hurting
you
yourself.
Don't have time. And I don't want to hear about nobody don't have time. Even people that work all day, they still manage to keep up with seasons and episodes and stuff on Netflix. They manage to keep up with this and that and this and that. You can't tell me people don't. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you got to love yourself better.
I don't want to hear it.
You got to find self-love. You got to find something that you can reflect on yourself and know that, like, you got to basically look at yourself like, I'm the shit. And not in a cocky way, not in an egotistic way, but in a way of, like I said, self-love. Like, you got to have so much self-love and so much. Nobody can love on you like you can love on yourself.
Amen.
You know, and if you can't find that and you can't feel that, then you really, really, really got to start there. Because you could be missing a whole piece, and you could be procrastinating purposely because you don't have the self-love, the self-preservation. Like, you gotta find the self-love and love in what you do. And until you do that, then I guess procrastination doesn't even exist in your world, because you can't even get to that level.
Amen.
You know, that's it, you guys. Like, I truly believe that once you find that self-love and you give yourself a peace of mind and you really reflect on what you do,
you start to prioritize better.
Yeah, you do.
And
you
it
do.
keeps you away from procrastination.
You do.
You start to prioritize better. You like, this is what's important to me. What's important to us. Learning the skill sets of marketing and get better at that.
Yeah.
Learning financial skill sets and get better at that. Learning more stuff about our health, stuff that we can eat better, stuff like learning.
Just open up your mind.
Getting information is the only thing that's important to us, and then getting better at applying that information.
Right. Just open up your mind. Be a little bit more. Be a little bit more. Mindful when it comes to
open-minded.
Yeah, open-minded. Like when it comes to, people that have the information. People have information out there, and we need to, start applying it to our lives, because we can all live lavishly.
Yes.
Not all of us are gonna get there, but we try, and we're trying to help you guys get to the point of just peace, and happiness and love.
Yes.
Because once you get there, you could pretty much, do whatever you can do to be successful. Because everybody else, out there is just living a horror story with this whole coronavirus. And like today we were out, and almost every store we went into closes at 6. If that's not scarcity, I don't know what that is.
It's crazy, man.
That's not scarcity.
Like, my day just getting started. I'm like, I'm out here popping. I'm ready to get.
Yeah, if that's not shopping. Scarcity, I don't know what that's called.
Like,
because
we're shopping. We're just getting stuff.
They're trying to open later, and close earlier to try to prevent as many. And it's not right. And at the end of the day, it's like you guys are all scared out here. Yeah, I know this is a scary world we live in, but
it's stuff to be scared of every day, even when ain't going on.
Right, like I'm not trying to get too in detail with the coronavirus, because everybody has their own, opinion on it. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying though is that we need to find more than just being scared out in this world. We need to find
living in fear.
We need to find something bigger and better.
That's what it is. Fear.
Yeah,
Stop living in fear, man. Stop living in fear. We wasn't meant to live in fear.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Like I said, we look to the universe and God, and you guys need to find something to look to, because you guys can literally flourish. You guys can literally,
You guys can flourish. You can. You can.
I believe so.
You can.
You know.
Like, don't, like, I mean, like, just believe me, man, because, like, these are conversations that if I might meet some of you guys who might be watching this video, if I end up having this conversation with you in person, or even if it's just you watching one of my videos, I'm not going to tell you nothing different than what I tell you in a video than what I tell you in person. It's not no secret formulas. It's actually a little bit more simpler. We actually want to keep it a little bit more simpler than try to make it more complex.
Right.
So we're not trying to create 97 rules to success.
No.
We're trying to create maybe 15, 10 rules to success, and we can simply
and we're gonna keep
applying,
repeating it to you
right,
guys.
And repeating and making
just
it
like us.
simplistic.
It was repeated it to us.
Repeat it, yes.
And that's why
yes.
we're able to
yes.
now actually
yes.
be like,
yes.
okay, every single person we listen to is saying the same thing. So I think we should
gotta
be
be
doing.
something.
I think we should now get on that path, because if we don't, we're gonna
ego.
find. Yeah, if
Why we gonna
not,
keep
we're gonna
fighting
find
against it?
ourselves just like everybody else.
We can't keep fighting against it. Everybody that we look up to and everybody that we see with some of the things that we inspire to have, or having some of the traits that we inspire to have. Like, there is certain ways that they move, certain things that they do, certain things that they study. Like, why not, if they're giving us this information, apply it to our lives and then be able to share this information with other people? Like, everything that we share with you guys, it's not nothing that we just heard one time or something. It's something that we put money into, we put time into to learn this stuff, to be able to apply it to our lives. And our job, all of our jobs, and who believe what we believe, is to be able to help as many people as you can, even if it's just one person.
Right.
Like, I don't care. Like, it's your duty, it's your job to continue to grow yourself and be able to do whatever you can do for the next person. That's why, just as much as we talk about uplifting ourselves and doing for ourselves, we always focusing on thinking about how we can bless other people, how we can contribute to other people's business, how we contribute to other people's relationships, how we contribute to other people's health. Like, maybe if it's information, if it's like motivating people to start working out, whatever it is, like, we want to be contributing and doing good and giving value and making deposits to people. I'm not a person who want to come out. I'm not fond of making withdrawals. I'm all about deposits. Like, yes, I need deposits given back to me, but I'm saying I'm trying to make deposits.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point of having a team. I got a team so they can make deposits back into me, but my focus is making deposits.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure I have people around me who their focus is giving people deposits. Because if my focus is giving deposits and your focus is giving deposits, guess what we never have a lack of? Deposits.
Yeah.
We both always going to be depositing into each other, into our relationship. So even if nobody else ain't giving us shit, we're
good.
we're giving it.
Yeah.
Period.
100%.
We can make withdrawals. I can get something from you, and I'm always knowing you giving and I'm giving back. Period. You have to have relationships with people who, my focus has to be always giving deposits, not who giving me withdrawals and who pitting into me, but like, who can I be giving deposits to? That person focus has to be, how can I be giving deposits to this person? How can I be doing for this person? Because if that's both of our focus, we're going to be able to come together and be able to make it one. Because she knows certain things that I'm doing. Like, yes, things that we're doing together, but it's also things that we're doing separate. So she knows certain things that she can do and that she's doing to make it easier for me, if it's giving me a little bit more time to get stuff done, or if it's giving me some focus, or whatever it might be, or it's vice versa, certain things that I can do for her, like when she need to do videos or get certain stuff built out, or like I can, like, okay, whatever I need to do, right?
Whatever it is,
it's
we
easy
make
for us
it
to do it.
easier,
We try to make it easier.
We don't make life hard and stressful and difficult for each other.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
we try to make everything simple. You know, we do have a son that we have, to take care of. Like, we can't just both do things at the same time. If,
Always,
he's up, like, one of us has to take responsibility for him.
Yeah, sometimes he demands attention,
Yeah, so, and one of us, like you said, needs to do videos or study or something. So we make sure that we get it worked out. And like you said, is, not just making complete withdrawals. We're depositing into each other and making sure each other, is good. And that's not just in relationships, that can go into business, that can go into friendships, that can go into, parents, siblings. It doesn't matter. Like, you should be doing that with all your relationships. That's a good practice,
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, what? What?
I'm just happy.
All right, well, if you guys haven't already watched our last video, we're going to drop it down in the comments below, or you can go check it out on our YouTube. We'll see you guys back on Monday. Anything else to say?
No, guys, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys Monday. If we got any announcements in between time, we'll let you guys know on our social medias. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys watching, man. And if you guys are watching the replay on this, always remember, drop where you guys coming from. Any questions or comments, let us know. Our DMs are always open also. and always be looking out how to follow us more, because we not just talking, or we actually have stuff that we're aiming to do. Right, we're specific and we're diligent in this work that we're doing. So with that said, God bless you all. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.